progressing.
Okay, so
sorry. Okay. I'm still working on the cams, of course, as always. But probably gonna have a kitten soon, potentially, or she has one in the canal. I was trying to fix the flicker on the side camera since she took out the overhead. Well, I don't know if it was her, may have been Opal. Took out the overhead camera, but I think I'll just. Oh, there! I think we have a. I see a kitten. Basic kitten. So this is going to be a girl kitten, I'm predicting, and a Torby. Or tortie. And I'm just going to wait until the placenta comes out and then I will go in. So I'm going to get a little bit closer. And do I have my wits about me? Do I have my phone? So I don't want to disturb her until the placenta is out, and then I'm gonna have to grab the kitten and quickly thread tight. So I'm gonna get everything ready. Oops. Oh, try not to trip over cats, my cats. And I'll see you in a minute.
See what we've got. See if we have any placenta in there. Hi, beautiful mama. You're doing so good. I'm very proud of you. Hi, Mama. You're doing so great. Let me just see. Let's check. Mysterious. What's happening? You're such a good girl. Doing great. Still in. I'm gonna just hold my horses. Good job. I'll give you a minute. Can't go toward you there. For that placenta to come out. My blood typing kit ready. Oh, and a cute kitten. Very, very cute. Hopefully I get it right back. Oh, what are you doing? Is he in trouble? I'll be back, Mama. Don't worry. Lucky so far. Yep. Slow healing. Okay. we'll get this all sorted out. But this part has to be done. I know. Let's hope we can get that. Yep, you got it. Okay, very good. Okay, here we go. Okay, so you got it. Just moving it to the okay. I don't need to get too nervous. Just give it a little trim there. Wait for the test trim. I know. You're such a good mama. Hopefully you get the on this back. There are results. Take it easy. Alright. Tell me about it. She looks beautiful. Dainty. I know. Okay, I'm just checking the things. 95 grams. Girl, but you did oh, there, she's still the placenta. Here, can I tell you? Let me tell you. There. That's tastier. What is a tastier snack? Okay, good job. I'm going to close this for you. I'm sorry, that was stressful. I can move this here. You guys, technology frustrates me. That's all. That's all I need to say about that. Okay. Okay, well, kid number 1 is a girl, type B. I'm gonna sort of organize this a little bit. And then go to you. Good job, Mama. Thankfully, I won't have to do this with Opal's kittens. and try to move. It's okay. It's okay. You're being very brave. Sorry to disturb you. Very sorry to disturb you. Try to be quick. You're doing a great job. Little brown peppers. Good job. Good job. Alright, good job, Mama. I'll feed you good for a bit. Alright, good job. Alright, carry on.
Hello, everybody. Just gonna turn the sound up a little bit. Don't be alarmed. There we go. So welcome to Cornflower's last time having to give birth. Very exciting that it's her last time. She has, as you can see, given birth to her first beautiful kitten, a little girl, 95 grams, calico. Let me refer to my very fast video that I took. Adorable. Oh yeah. We're gonna go with calico on this one. Extremely cute. Type B, thankfully, so that we don't have to separate mom and baby. And I will talk about all that stuff, the blood typing stuff, throughout the birth, don't you worry. About why we care about blood types and why I'm in there stealing kittens and placentas. Just trying to get all the cameras working and the audio working and all that stuff. But things are looking great so far. She tolerated me coming in there extremely well. She started purring as soon as I started petting her, but was also a little bit growly because she's nervous, which is obviously completely fair for her to feel that way. So I don't want to interfere any more than I have to. And unfortunately, because she has type B blood, I will have to take each kitten as it's born and blood type it. I will have to wait for the placenta to be pushed out before I can seal the kitten. Often the kitten will be born first, and then the placenta will come minutes, 1 minute to many minutes to, I think 40 minutes has been some of the longest time we've waited for a placenta to come out. But once the placenta is out, then I can take the kitten and use the cord blood to get a blood type. You can see Cornflower has really great maternal instincts. She knows exactly what she's doing. She was quite efficient with little number one. We don't know how many we're expecting, but we're all really hoping it's a small litter. 2, 3. But I don't think we're going to get that lucky. We may have 4, but I think we'd be lucky if we could stop with 4. But we'll see. We'll see in the coming hours. The kitten was just starting to latch when I went in before the placenta had come out. So that's a great sign. You can tell she's doing exactly what she needs to be doing, getting in there and finding a latch. Let me see if I can get any better of an audio source. Oh, I don't know why. Left 3 top. I think maybe the different connectors I got are. Let's see what it sounds like if I do that. Do we still hear kitten things, but without the background noise? I'm just going to experiment with the sound a little bit to try to figure out what's happening. I think maybe I understand what's happening. Because let's try this one, because that one doesn't seem to give us much. Let's see if we get any. This one might have a delay, a slight delay, but we'll see. Anyway, all of my cats are very confused as to why I am awake at this hour. I'm getting to see the sunrise. The miracle kitten has just climbed into my lap. So he will be helping to narrate things until he gets hungry. Oh, look how sweet. And meanwhile, in the other nest, Opal, this is Opal's due date, so she is due officially due right now. So, I don't know, guys, we've never had two at once before. But thankfully with Opal, she has type A blood, so I would not need to blood type her kittens as they're born. The only thing that I would need to be careful of is that her kittens that are type A can't nurse on Cornflower if they decide to consolidate nests. I initially was thinking they absolutely would consolidate nests because they're like plastered to each other. Opal definitely finds a lot of comfort in Cornflower. But and I think Opal has peeked in several times, and Cornflower was a little bit nervous about it. So, so they may. It looks like they may be starting out in separate nests at least, and then we'll see what happens after that. But that actually is a lot better for the first 24 hours anyway, would be if Opal gave birth in the other nest. And then they're welcome to consolidate. She's trying really hard. I did a 1 a.m. blanket board in that nest because I had only had time to do the one, and Opal does like to blanket monster, so looks like my blanket board is withstanding so far anyway. Basically the blanket board, we just put something stiff underneath the blankets and attach the blankets to it so that they can't dig up the blankets. And the reason we do that is because we need to be able to monitor, and if they're giving birth, amongst different layers of blankets or underneath blankets, then we obviously can't see what's going on. Typically, for a normal birth, I try not to intervene at all until everything's done. If it's a less fearful cat, then I will bring bring snacks in, offer some room service, you know, partway through if that doesn't stress them out. But typically I don't like to interfere unless it's absolutely necessary. So having all the different camera angles is the way I can give them the lowest stress birth experience. You know, other than when one falls off when the adhesive fails. So this all, if anyone is joining us and has not experienced TinyKittens before, I just had to redo basically our entire setup. And so some of the new mounts I got have not been tested. And I think Opal put them to the test last night. Oh my gosh, there's a view of our kitten. And she is adorable. And so Opal helped me to test out the setup and identified helpfully some points of failure. So it's going to be a work in progress with the technology, as always. And those of you who have stuck with us for years and years are well familiar with my production failures. And thank you for your patience. The most important thing is that everyone is safe and healthy. But the monitoring is a crucial component to that. And then also, I love sharing this with you guys because I mean, we've seen the most remarkable, beautiful interactions between cats, things that most people never get to experience because cats are so stealthy and secretive, and so most people don't get to see, you know, two mama cats helping a third mama cat give birth, and then, you know, raising their 15 kittens in a giant pile together. And we're super lucky we get to see those things, and so that gives us kind of a glimpse into what happens in the wild and how really remarkable these cats are and resilient. So I think that's really cool and really important to share in all of its uncensored, unpredictable reality. So thank you for joining us on this, on yet one more uncensored, unpredictable, live rescue reality. I guess I should post that we have actual kittens. I sent the team the screenshot of Corny with the camera laying on the floor and said, we finally got a panther kitten. But it was just the camera. Anyway, that made me giggle. Of course, it was very early at that point. Corn on the bob. You guys have come up with some amazing names. So she's looking really good, really calm. I am guessing the kitten is latched. Let me see if I can get any better audio on this. Maybe there may be no audio if the kitten is latched happily and mom is just kind of relaxing for a minute. Maybe we're not missing. Oh, it's not very good audio though, is it? All right, I'm going to go back to this one and see if this is better. That just gives you like full-on white noise machine. Oh, there we go. Well, I'm going to keep, that's not bad. It's just not getting the ambient noise. Look how cute. Also, Opal's peeking in, checking on her friend. I wouldn't be surprised if Opal tries to come check on her, but I think Corny's been a bit nervous. I think there have been a few little growlies and not as warm of a reception as our other 3 melons in the at HQ right now. Every time it's different. Right, well, there you get to hear all the slurping and none of the white noise. Yes, you can tell she's going to be a very good mama for the last time. So you're getting the full slurp, every little slurp now. Now I have no idea. I have no idea why this is suddenly working. But we're gonna just go with it and be happy. Now Pantsaroo is joining, my cat Pantsaroo is joining the miracle kitten on my lap. She may be preparing for kitten number 2. I haven't seen the next round of contractions start yet, but typically we'll see kittens kind of grouped in 2s when they're born. So the feline uterus is comprised of 2 horns, and the kittens line up along each horn. They each have their own sac filled with amniotic fluid, and they each have their own placenta in that sac. And so one at a time, the kittens will have one kitten from one horn and then one kitten from another horn. And then usually there will be a little bit of a break while the next 2 kittens start to move down the horn toward the birth canal. So that's usually how it happens, but not every time. So I would expect to see kind of her next contractions starting anytime now. Oh, Opal was peeking in again. I think Opal desperately wants to get in there, but just isn't sure because Corny's a little bit nervous. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was trying to also check my focus. So anyway, new setup, still trying to figure everything out, like how to focus and why there's a flicker. Boy, she's clean though. I mean, she's done a really great job of cleaning herself up, cleaning the kitten up. Kitten is latched. This is great. So her kitten is getting some really great colostrum right now, which is super important in building immunity against illness. And kittens are born with their guts open for the first up to 24 hours. And so as they nurse and get that really good colostrum with all those antibodies, it gets absorbed through their gut into their bloodstream. And so it's a really fascinating way that moms are able to give the baby some protection for the first weeks of their life. So the more colostrum they get at this stage, the more robust their immune systems will be in their kind of first 2 to 3 months of life. So we love to see a kitten getting latched right away. And this is also really good because it helps to stimulate all those nice hormones that are going to help her produce more milk and help her with her contractions. So this is kind of we're in an ideal position right now. You can hear the little baby suckings. Kitten number 1 is almost always the hardest to get out. And so the fact that she was able to get little number 1 out fairly easily, if you've seen the previous 3 cats give birth over the last week, Spectra, I think, was pretty quick. We don't really know because she was super stealthy about it. But Smudge was quite a while, and Oriana was quite a while. So it's nice to have the first one out and looking so good. It's really helpful for mom that she didn't have to use up like a huge amount of energy to get number 1 out. So she still has energy for the rest, however many are in there. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. She's revising my amazing umbilical cord cutting, which is fine. It's so cute. So I'm going to work on a post to let people know that we have kittens coming yet again. And but if anything exciting starts to happen, I will be back. I will be watching, of course, but I will probably mute because sometimes I mutter to myself, as many of you are well aware. But thank you everybody for tuning in. Welcome to any new people. And thank you mods for you guys. Our mods are volunteers and they have put in, it's been very intense for them as well since this all started. So thank you mods. Now I will let your fingers rest while I try to get some admin stuff done since everything's going so smoothly so far. Awesome. She's doing so great. So, I know I said I would stop talking, but because Cornflower is ginger, all of her boy kittens will be ginger, and the girl kittens can be ginger, or they can be like kitten number 1. They can have black from their dad and ginger from mom. So it gives us a little bit of insight into who kitten number 1's baby daddy might have been, because he would not be one of the gingers. He is one of the probably one of the dilute tabbies, or there is one tuxie that comes from another property. That could be, because we don't seem to have any dilute genetics for kitten number 1. So anyway, a little Maury Povich for you. Yes, very good point, Zenith. She is unlikely to be Tross's mom, because Tross has a sister who is a panther. So Tross's sister got black from her mom, Rachel. We're talking about Rachel got a black from her mom and a black from her dad. And when I say black, I mean the color black. So it could be a dilute black dad. So like any of the gray ones in the catalog. There could also be tabby stripes as a pattern on top of that. There could be white. So that even when I say black, there are many versions of black that are all technically the black color gene. Anyway, I know, blah, blah, blah. Stop talking and let us enjoy the kittens. Okay. Cute. And contractions have started for kitten number 2. So kitten number 2 is entering the birth canal now. And now we'll see how long that takes while I try to upload a clip and write a post. Let's see, we're going to YouTube. good contractions happening. Why is this? Such a good mama. She's looking very good. Very good, taking such good care of baby number one. I'm so relieved that I could give her back baby number one. We've gotten really, really lucky with the blood types for our bee mamas so far. There's some big contractions. Kitten number 2 is on the way. she's in the nest. Hold on. I need to uncrop. Oops, sorry. There we go. Oh, she just wants to be with her friend so bad. She's trying to be respectful. We'll see how Cornfields feels about it. Cornfields. I'm probably going to call her Cornfields at least 50 times. Cornfields of cornflowers. Oh, so sweet. Oh, we have communication. It's very cute. I'm trying to do a post, but it's so cute. It's distracting. All right. And it's going to be a long post. Okay. All right. I'm gonna pushing hard. Oh, so sweet. That's so nice. I hope they get comfort from each other. Don't be alarmed if Corny gets nervous. But it seems like she's happy to have her friend there. And I know Opal's been wanting to get in since the beginning. All right, I should get ready to run down there. I have to carefully relocate the miracle kitten. But I really want to get this post done first. So focus. Oh, those are nice big pushes. Nice big pushes. All right. Oh my goodness, hard work, hard work. All right, about to. Ooh, looks like we're getting close there. Oh, all right, guess I better move in. Move closer anyway. That definitely sounds like kitten licking. I see a ginger head. Can't tell if she's doing placenta. Just getting dressed to go in. I'm going to try to mute the audio so you don't listen to the white noise. Just me. I have the lights turned off. Let's get that sorted out. Can I just check? Hi, Mama. Good job. You're doing great. There we go. Now we can see. I'm going to take out my listen to myself. Lab ready. Get my nice blood test ready. One. Right. So I'm just waiting for the placenta to come out so that I can grab the kitten. And then we'll Hi, beautiful. Let's go. So good. I'm very proud of you. You still attached. Okay, still attached. Just be ready. Good job, Opal. Good job, Corny. I don't want to be in here either. But you have to make sure your babies are safe. I'm sorry. No placenta yet? It's okay. It's okay, girls. You're being so good. It's just a little bit hard to see with all this glorious fluff. You're doing great, though. You're doing great. Here's some purring. Good job, Opal, helping your friend. Okay, yep. Confirmed we have no. Hey, little ginger kitten. We have a little bit of meconium coming out. And I think I see boy parts. Alright, number 2 is a boy. As soon as the placenta comes out, I can take the kitten and use the cord blood to test. Thanks again for everybody who's watching. This is again a very special and rare treat. Getting to see the beautiful relationships and co-parenting. So we should see a few more contractions and then the placenta. Opal is right up in there, so that I tried so hard to be soft, but it's not one of my gifts. You guys are doing great. I don't know if you can hear the purring. You're doing so good. You're doing so good. I feel one more kitten in there, at least. Good job, Mama. You're being so brave. You're being so brave. Turn down the noise a little bit. Unless I know normally I don't like to leave the room, but in this case, I just need to be ready to grab the placenta. Do we have anything yet? Still no placenta. Such a good mama. Oh, such a good mama, doing so great. Good job, moms. Good job, mamas. You're doing great. Get it? Nope. Sorry. I'm not liking it. You're doing so great. I'm going to give you a delicious snack once I have your kitten. So sweet. So sweet. It's on the move. Hi. Just doing a little placenta check. Nope. That's okay. Just relax with your friend. Such a good mama. I'm sorry, I just need to check one more time. I can leave you alone as soon as I can have your placenta. They're so beautiful. I'll give you lots of petting now, if you want it. Such good purrs. I'm so proud of you. Can we have any more? A little push. Sorry. Can we have another big push and get me that placenta, and then I can give you some peace? I feel a kitten here, ready to go, all lined up, kick that placenta out so that I may steal it. It's a rare treat that we have moms who will tolerate me being in the room with them, even though I am truly, I'm trying to limit it. It's just those placentas are stubborn. Stubborn placentas. You're doing so good. I'm very proud of you, and I have a nice little snack here for you. Once you could get that little placenta out. You have at least one more kitten to go. I can feel very prominently. So good, Mama. So good. Just trying to prepare you the most gourmet snack that I can. Already. If I give you a little snack, would that help you push, do you think? Put it there. Maybe I can give you a little massage. Yeah, we can't pull the placenta out or cut the cord with the placenta still inside mom because it can be retained and cause very severe infection. So we have to wait for it to come out naturally. Often it comes out pretty quickly after the kitten, but sometimes it can take a little while. So as long as she's not super bothered by me being in here, then I'm gonna give her a little snack, and then I could try moving into the other room. But it's a bit harder to check. It's a bit harder to see when the placenta comes out from outside the room. So and the reason we want the placenta is because we want to use the cord blood to do the blood typing, because that's the least invasive way to get blood from the kitten. I don't like poking holes in kittens, so I would rather use an available source. Yeah, she's growling because of nervousness and because I'm in the room. She's never had a human midwife before. She's only had cat midwives, so ideally I would not be in the room this long, but I would rather not miss the placenta. And I can give her a little chance to refuel. So that's good. You're doing so good, Mama. You're doing so good. You're doing so good. Sometimes they slide out even without obvious contractions, but I think she's gonna have to do some. Okay. As soon as you're good with that, I'll take it and I'll step out, and then you can focus on placenta pushing. Let me have this. I'll take this. You can focus on some pushing. I'll refill it and give it back to you. Okay. Sometimes I don't know if it's better to be quiet in the room and not do in and out. Since she's tolerating it, okay, but I think I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try reading the room and see if that lets her focus a little bit more. I will be back. Sorry, Mama. Oh my goodness, that was unceremonious. Oh, still. In placenta in progress. I'm sorry, Divorce. I guess I'm just gonna sit here. I'm just gonna stay here. Leave your light so I don't miss it. I'm guessing kitten number 3 is in the birth canal now. So we should get a placenta soon. And then I can leave her in peace for a bit. Just gonna check one more time. Stubborn placenta. Wishes. I think we might have a kitten and a placenta. Oh, placenta is still in there. Good job, Mama. Wait, let me help a little bit. Sorry, did we get anything out? Alright, well, we're gonna have a mess of placentas coming out. At some point, kitten number 3, calico girl, I'm guessing. Looking very good. trying to look. Good job, Mama. Just trying to see what kind of placenta situation we have back there. I know you're being so good to me to let me. Okay. Both placentas are still to come. We have a little meconium, which is the first poop, which indicates that they were ready to be born. Perhaps a little over ready to be born. You're doing such a good job, Mama. Pull that placenta. Okay, can I just see what you're doing? Okay. All right, a few more good pushes, and she'll hopefully get both placentas out. It's not a concern as long as she gets them both out. Okay, a little dry buffer there, so it's a bit warmer. All right, just wait. Just keep waiting. Knock over the desk. Your desk. So I can tell both placentas are still inside because I can see the cords going inside and there's tension on the cords. So I know that they're both still in there. Sometimes they get a little bit tangled on the way out. So it's not unheard of. And since both kittens are breathing well and looking good, we're not concerned about it at this point.
very lucky that she is tolerating me being here and even talking a little bit.
You're doing so good, Opal. I'm very proud of you.
Get that pile of white kittens. Oh, now you've gotten here. Hold on. I've got a placenta entanglement cord. Here, let me just untangle this kitten. Oh, here, don't get tangled in your brother's cord. Oh my gosh. Oh, she's latched. That's why I'm not getting her moved. And he's managed to crawl under and over. There, sorry. Let me move you to a different nipple for now. Till we get something. Oh, do we have one? Oh, I might have a placenta. Whose placenta is? Oh, no, you can't have it. Just you can't have it yet. I know. I'm sorry. And okay, we have one on the way, but not okay. Good, perfect. I'll get you done real quick. I've never had such a dry kitten, so I'll move the cord done. Let's see, maybe I can distract her with a little bit of. Oh, I'm going to be doing. Do we have? Oh, we have a placenta. Partial placenta. She's all ready. There. Right by this cookie still. Alright, kids. Let's get warm. First. Very stretched placenta. There we go. Let it come out. And right, number 2 is the let's cut. Let's get you weighed. Such a great kitten, you did so good. It's a long time to be trapped. All right, let's check the palate. Perfect. And Mommy's gonna potty you when you get back in there. 103. And let's just read the results real quick. All right. Congratulations, you're free. And Mommy will help you with these. All right, number 3. Okay, number 3, it's your turn. Very good. Almost. Right. All right. Amazing progress. Okay. Very cute. Scissors. All right. Got it. And it's done. Doing great. Good job. And let's confirm. Girl. Very cute. Let me get you up. Right. Check the palate. Oh my goodness, that is a cute kitten. Which is a cute kitten with a perfect palate. All right, let's unclamp. And away you go. 100. All right, very good. All right, everything looks good. There you go, Mama. All right, well, that was exciting. So give them a break. Oh, actually, I should double check this. Yep, type B. That's we're getting really lucky. 3 B's so far. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And let me just check. Hi, beautiful Mama. You're doing so good. Did I leave behind my... Oh, you're being so good. You're being so... you're very brave and I'm very proud of you. Do you need a little snack before I go? Another snack. since I rudely stole your placentas. Very soupy mix for you to share. That's for you to share. This placenta and long pile. Now I think I can go. Once they finish their snack. Maybe I can give her a quick feel. There's still someone. Still one more in there. Hopefully you have your own snacks, you know. All right, as soon as they're done. Can I say the weights out loud again? I hope you guys heard them because I didn't write them down. I think 95 and I don't remember the other two. Do you want me to read the weight PSA? Is that what you're saying? 95 grams for number 1, 103 for number 2, and 100 for number 3. So small, smaller than the others. But still pretty good weights. We like them to be 100 grams at birth. That's kind of the safe. That's the good cutoff for weight. Okay, I'm just gonna take out these balls so they're out of the way, and then I'm gonna let them settle. And we'll wait for kitten number 4. And I'll catch you up on things once I get out of the room because I don't want to keep talking inside the room. All right. Okay, girls.
Okay. Am I getting audio now? Okay. Sorry if you want to hear the eardrums. All right, so just finishing up decontaminating everything and waiting on kitten number 4. I think they're just doing cleanup. Visibility is not as good when you have 2 mama cats crammed in there as close as they can get. But it is very sweet. It must be nice to have help with all the cleanup. So 3 kittens, all 3 are type B blood, which is a big relief. 2 girls, 1 boy, all looking good. 2 of them have latched so far. Looks like the 3rd is working on it right now. There, we can get a little better view. That kitten, you can see most of. The kind of calico and white kitten is number 3. I think. Actually, I shouldn't say that for sure because that might be actually number 1. I don't know that I got a good back view of them. Now Opal's panting from the exertion. Keep an eye on Opal for contractions because she's due today also. So for Opal, I will not have to blood type her kittens, but the challenge will be if they are born in the same nest, then we won't be able to let. I don't know if they can physically get any closer. If they're born in the same nest, we can't let Opal's kittens nurse on Cornflower. Can they get any closer to each other? I don't think so. Very sweet. I think that is kitten number 1 with the classic tabby pattern. Torby, so technically her color will be Torby and white because she is ginger black and has a classic tabby pattern and a tuxie pattern. So she's very fancy. Could be a marathon birthing day today. Yeah. Oh, where's my phone is still disinfecting. I have to make sure that I decontaminate every time I come in, every time I leave the room, so that I'm not spreading anything to my cats, especially since one of my cats, Bartlett, is immunocompromised, so I have to be careful, and it's just generally good practice to be careful if you're fostering cats at your home and you have cats of your own. Always good to err on the side of over caution when you're going running in and out of the room to keep everybody safe. But it does take a little bit of time. Let's see. So, gosh, it's 9 o'clock already. You can see, so that is number 3, I think, in the back there. I don't know. I need to see them all next to each other. I did get videos of their faces. Maybe I can look at that. It's always a whirlwind. Right. Let's see. Did I get a side view? Oh, terrible camera work there. Yeah. I think more white on the back is number 3. Very beautiful. Yep. Number 1 is Tabby. Bicolor Tabby Torty. Basically like Opal, but not dilute, and with Cornflower's white tuxies feet. Anyway, you guys can see for yourselves. So everything's looking good, progressing normally right now. They both had a nice snack, both mamas, so that is really good. That will help Cornflower keep her energy up so she can keep doing those big pushes that she needs to do. I think it's a bit easier because the kittens are smaller than, say, Smudge's kittens were a bit bigger and therefore harder to push out. And Oriana's were enormous. So since number 2 and number 3's placentas got kind of tangled on the way out, it's possible we'll get kitten number 4 relatively soon. She's being pretty efficient about it. She hasn't had to do so many rounds of those big hard contractions, so that's nice. I did feel at least one more kitten still inside, possibly more, but I just felt until I felt a kitten, so that I knew we weren't done, and I did not want to be super invasive and thorough, but just to confirm that we're not done. So there could be more, but I would love to have it only be 4. Thank you to everybody who's joining us, and anyone new who has come. Please subscribe and like and share and all that good stuff. You'll be able to watch these guys from the time they're born until the time they're adopted. And we will need wonderful adopters. We adopt all over the place in the US and Canada, as long as it's an exceptional home for our little babies. We don't always have to adopt locally. Some of you will be adopting extra special kittens that have type B blood. which puts them in a position to be life-saving blood donors for other cats that are type B. Type B is considered quite rare, and it is not stocked in blood banks. So we have multiple times run into situations where we've needed type B blood for our cats in an emergency. And thankfully, we started blood typing in 2018 and have discovered that about 38% of the cats we've blood typed have been type B. And at Cornflower and Opal's colony, 77%. Let's see what the numbers are. I'm going to tinykittens.com/Helga, HELLGA. That's their colony page. You can see we have 50 cats, 78% type B blood, 21 at TinyKittens. We have 21 in our care and 4 have been adopted. We have 92% of the colony spayed and neutered, and we've prevented 480 kittens from being born just this year. 480, that's how many kittens would have been born at this colony this year. So we were delayed in our spay and neuter plans over the spring, the winter and spring, because one of the cats we brought in had feline panleukopenia virus, which is the most fatal, the deadliest, most hardy, most infectious feline virus in existence. So it's a really big deal when we have a cat with that, and requires intensive care, very expensive care, and then the contamination. The virus survives in the environment for a year. So we can't use any of our usual maternity rooms until we do extensive remediation to make them safe again for more cats. So because we knew the virus was at the farm where these cats live, we needed to alter our strategy a little bit. Typically with the trap neuter return, we go out and trap as many as we can, do spays and neuters, and return them. However, when you have such a deadly virus out there that's super infectious, the stress of trapping a cat and doing a spay neuter could cause that virus to flare up, and it could be fatal. So what we decided to do was go out and do a couple of days where we trapped and vaccinated everybody, because we're very lucky that we have a vaccine that is incredibly effective and gives, in some cases, lifelong immunity. So like 10 years or longer of immunity. So we went out and vaccinated all the cats, including Cornflower and Opal, back in January. And then we had to wait at least 4 weeks for them to build immunity. And then we started trapping, because at that point they would have some protection from the virus, so it would be safer for them to come in. So, but doing all that did cost us time. And so that's why we ended up with 5 catermelons that were very, very pregnant. And so we've ended up bringing them in so they could have their final litters of kittens somewhere safe, and then we could end the cycle of overpopulation at that property. And also, please feel free to mute if my rambling is interfering with your experience. There's not anything exciting going on at the moment. So I'm just going to give a little bit of background and probably boring things while we wait for the next kitten. Yeah, so the colony did have so many females that would have been having their first litters. Now so many females. This colony, I haven't done the math actually, but the percentage of females in this colony was very high. And so we were lucky to get as many spayed as we did. And now that colony is stabilized. We have a few cats still outstanding, a few boy cats. We don't think we have any more girls, but you know, there are a few that we don't know if they're boys or girls, but we do have a few boys out there still to do. But once you hit 75 or 80% spayed and neutered in a big colony like this, then the population will stabilize. Obviously, we try to get as close to 100% as we can, but sometimes it's not possible because we'll catalog a cat that's just passing through, or you know, things happen unfortunately to cats that are outside that we can't prevent. But the good news is that this colony is going to be happy, healthy, safe, vaccinated, and a catastrophic kitten season was prevented. Having that virus in the environment at the farm, and then having 400 plus kittens born, most of those kittens would have died. I mean, there are so many risk factors at this colony already because of the blood types and the weather this time of year. It's been in the mid 40s Fahrenheit, and like torrential downpour, very dangerously cold weather for giving birth. If you're new here, we also have our other live stream is showing the first 3 cats from this colony that gave birth last weekend. And we have one little tiny special kitten named Smudge Bob over there who is getting intensive round-the-clock care. We are not sure yet what her diagnosis is, but she's feisty and she's making progress, and we're going to keep giving her all the support she needs, and until she's big enough for us to do some diagnostics. And amazingly, all other 14 kittens from the 3 moms are doing well. So far, so good. So we got lucky about a lot of things with these guys. Definitely, it's definitely kitten chaos at TinyKittens for the foreseeable future. Sorry, didn't have time to mute. So, Cornflower is resting, saving her energy. Kitten number 4 is being pushed down the uterine horn and toward the birth canal. And then we'll start seeing some bigger contractions again once the kitten enters the birth canal. So far, everything is progressing very well. They were definitely ready to be born. You can tell because they have meconium, which is their first poop, coming out as they're being born, which is okay. It's just an indicator that they've been in there maybe just a little bit too long. So it's good that they're being born now, and that she didn't wait any longer, because if that goes on too long, then it does become a bit risky. But it's also interesting because we're getting better at our biparietal diameter measurements on ultrasound to help us predict when they'll be born. So Cornflower's due date that we predicted was April 17th, which was yesterday. And she only missed that by a couple of hours. But they would have been ready to go yesterday if she had gone into labor yesterday. Opal's predicted due date is today. You can see the kittens moving in her belly. It is okay if Cornflower's kittens nurse on Opal. It's just not okay if Opal's kittens nurse on Cornflower, because Opal has type A blood, and that is safe for kittens that are any blood type. But a mama cat who has type B blood also has anti-A antibodies that will be passed to the kittens and attack their red blood cells. So if they are type A, if they have type A blood, so that's why we can only have one-way nursing for the first 24 hours after Opal's kittens are born. Now it's not a concern, but as soon as Opal's kittens are born, we may have a little bit of a logistical situation on our hands. I see my overhead camera is adjusting itself. So next time I'm in, I will fix that. Um, 9:20. Yeah, we are entering the miracle pee window for my two-legged cat, Cassidy, who needs help to urinate. And so he has a very specific, regimented schedule for his medication. And when I have to assist him in his peeing, his morning pee, so I probably should be getting his meds into him now. And then I have to wait an hour, and then exactly an hour. And then after an hour with his meds on board, then he'll be able to pee with assistance, and then I will have to do it. So I was trying to sort of get a feel for when I might have, you know, a little bit of time to focus on peeing versus birthing. But, you know, cats, who knows? Who knows? So I'm just going to go ahead and give him his meds real quick, and while keeping an eye on the situation, of course. Before his bladder gets too full. Here's a little bit of a closer view. Look at them. They're so feisty already. Love it. So beautiful. This is a very special thing to be able to witness. So I hope you're all feeling the magic. It's a testament to the deep love and bonds cats are capable of, in particular colony cats. We humans aren't lucky enough to get to see this. Most people won't ever know that this happens, but because we've been able to do so much observing of them in their natural environments, monitoring the colonies out in the field, we've learned so much. And then when we bring them in and using the cameras and everything, we get to observe so many. We've learned so much about these guys. I wouldn't call feral because for some reason they're all delightfully receptive to humans, but they're more semi-feral barn cats. But the feral cats we've learned a ton about. And we've had the pleasure of spaying and neutering some really, really interesting colonies. So let's find the miracle kitten. Papa. Bring my laptop with me, so you might hear some clunking. Not sure where he is at the moment. Oh, here he is in the sunbeam. All right, he found a sunbeam. Where are you going? Leaving? And again, just mute me if this is like information that you don't care about and is interfering with your watching. But if anyone has a cat on a hypoallergenic diet, you may be able to use butter, a thin coating of butter on pills. And then I roll it in Fortiflora, which is like a probiotic that cats find tasty. And then that way the miracle kitten thinks his meds are a treat. And I don't have to pill him. There's zero stress involved. And it makes things a lot easier. So that's something that I only recently learned, was that butter is one option for cats who can't have the usual pill pockets and treats and stuff. So, but obviously check with your vet, because some cats may be sensitive to dairy and fat is also a consideration. So, but I've learned so much with him lately that I may as well pass it along in case someone else has been struggling. Look how cute they are. I wonder where kitten number three, I think, is on the bottom row. Okay, let's find. Okay, I'm gonna start prepping everyone else's meds and breakfast and stuff. So, but I will keep watching. But if you hear weird sounds, it will be my cat. Oh, is there a solution for a cat to have a catheter inserted? If you mean in order to pass the urine, not as a long-term solution. That is the solution generally when cats are blocked and can't urinate. But Cassidy, the miracle kitten's urinary issues are related to spinal disease and some nerve changes because he's a double amputee and his posture, as he's gotten older, his posture has caused some kind of compression and some spinal disease. So that's why his bladder, he has some upper motor neuron injury that we are trying to deal with. We're still waiting on kitten number 4. Opal's going to take a break. Maybe she's going to go to, nope, she's just cooling down on the floor. Being a midwife is hard work. Okay, carrying on with meds up here. Hi, can I help you? You're so fast. Yes. Good job. Good job. Okay. Now I do this. I suppose I should mute so you don't have to listen to my breakfast meds routine. So I'll mute, but then I'll come back on if something exciting happens. Again, thank you so much, everyone who's watching. Thanks, welcome to anybody new. Thank you, mods. You guys have worked very hard in the last week, and thank you, Catermelons.